Hello and welcome again to Casual Magic. It's our Devastation draft weekend. Though technically speaking, actually draft weekend is only Saturday and Sunday. I showed up on Friday night hoping for a promo, but no, that's Saturday and Sunday. But oops, I was already there, so hey, draft. So I ended up going zombie tribal mainly because I drew Amit Eternal in my first pack. This thing is a beast. 3 to get a 5/5. It's got a flick 3, so it puts a lot of pressure on trying to make decisions of do I want to take damage or do I want to block it and take 3 damage from a flicked anyway. It does have the drawback of getting -1/-1 anytime an opponent casts a spell, and again, it forces you to be aggressive with playing it. But one thing that was kind of cool, this thing was out at one point as a 4/4. My opponent took control of it, so it became a 3/3. They attacked me. I let it go through, and because of that, whenever Ammon Eternal deals combat damage to a player, remove all -1/-1 counters from it. So I took 3 damage. The counters went away. I took control of it at the beginning of my turn, and I immediately swung back for 5. So it's a fun card. It is really a fun card, and yeah, I just love it, and I'm looking forward to using it in EDH. Beyond that, things like Bat, Bone Picker, it's all right just to get a flyer out there. Grim Strider, it's a good card if you can draw more than one the entire night. Lurching Rot Beast, just to get a couple of the zombie decent sized cards. Cycling, I didn't use them for cycling, but at least having that cycling ability is useful later on. Filler Zombie, Merciless Eternal, I really only used it for the Afflict. Miastic Mummy, just basically for discard. Scrounger Souls for lifelink. Vile Manifestation. This was nice for the cards with cycling that went in the graveyard that started to pump this thing. And one of my opponents actually got scared of it and used a kill spell on it. So, alright. I did get a claim to fame, mainly because I know it's uncommon, worth a couple of bucks, and I just wanted it for the black ability. In the end, I didn't use it for the red one because I don't have red in this deck. I could use it with the mana fixing, but I never got the chance to. But I did use it for claim. Unburden for discard, Wander and Death to get cards back. Liliana's Mastery, this is nice. Getting in the third round because the Amonkhet pack was the last one drafted. I was already doing black-white zombies at that point. So when this came around, great. Great. If it's an enchantment version of a zombie lord where all my zombies get +1/+1, fantastic. I was more than happy to get that card. As for white, just a flyer. Steadfast Sentinel, mainly to get it out there, have it die, and then get a 4/4 black zombie. Another zombie, something to tap 2 creatures. Oh, Ketra's Last Mercy. This was the card I opened in my second pack, and I thought, okay, great. So I'm going black-white, and getting to play this is going to be fun. And the one time I got to play it, it was fun. However, the one time I really, really, really needed to get this thing out, guess what? I couldn't get that second white mana. I think I had something like 7 swamps and 1 plains. I couldn't get a second plains. I couldn't get my mana fixing land. I was stuck with this in my hand when I needed it and died. So it's a great card. It's fun. I'm looking forward to it in EDH, but sadly when I needed it most, didn't work out. Abandoned Sarcophagus, this is alright just for the zombies with cycling. That way when they were in my graveyard, I could recast them from my graveyard. Mana Fixing, I had this in there. Didn't get it when I needed it most. Other than that, it was okay. Then got this just basically for a swamp and cycling just in case. And then my swamps and my plains, which as you can see, it's fairly balanced. I tried to do my best, but no, I didn't get to play Ketra's Last Mercy when I really, really needed it. Then as far as my sideboard went, this is Gideon's Defeat. I took it, and I didn't play with anyone who had white, black more often than not. Supply Caravan was filler, Dispossess. It was kind of one of those late things, and it was, it's just basically worthless in this set. It's I would say best playing against probably Kaladesh cards in Standard, where you can just basically blow through artifacts no problem. However, in Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation, not so much. So, yeah, again, I just took it late just to have another rare. Liliana's Defeat, I did put this in as a sideboard. I didn't get to use it against the couple black opponents that I played against, but it is useful if you are playing black and playing against a black card opponent. Tenacious Hunter, I think, was hate drafting at that point. Hazardous Undying Fury, one of those things where I didn't really like any of the other cards passing my way, so it's like, all right, fine, I'll take a rare. Imminent Doom, the exact same thing. I didn't really like any of the cards being passed my way, so I took it instead. Wall of Pharaohs, Grasping Dunes, Foil, Fun. I think that was one of those next to last cards. Bloodwater Entity, kind of hate drafting at that point. Obelisk Spider. Thought I might take it just in case my third pack, but, you know, never did anything with it. And for my final card, my third pack that I opened, yeah, I couldn't pass on Nyssa. I mean, it's not like I played her. I was doing black-white zombies at that point. And yeah, I don't want to pass on a Planeswalker, even if it's draft and it's just going into a sleeve at some point. But she's nice. She comes out with X for whatever the casting cost is. She can scry 2. She can look at the top card of a library, and if it's a land card or creature card with converted mana costs less than or equal to the number of loyalty counters on Nyssa, Steward of Elements, you may put that card onto the battlefield. So if you get her late game, or at least start her off low and get her loyalty built up, then those cards can come out and be out of control. And then for 6, untap up to 2 target lands you control. They become 5/5 elemental creatures with flying and haste until the end of the turn. They're still lands. So, yeah, definite pressure. So she does have some use, but sadly, since I was already doing black and white, I just took her and didn't really use her. So that's what I have for my draft. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. And my next video is going to be the Saturday draft. We'll see how I do. And until then, good luck.